Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 7 of the Art of Triumph podcast. How are you going, Mum?
I'm good. I'm really good. I'm very, very excited about this episode. I know nothing about it. I don't know what you've got in store for me, but I have
planned lots of things. Mum, do you know what I've realised? It's taken us, how many episodes have we done now in total? I'd say almost 30, 26 plus 7 is, oh God, I didn't want to do this. 33.
Okay, yeah.
Oh dear, 33, and we never introduce ourselves at the beginning of the episodes. We don't go, I'm Brad, and so I think we should start doing that.
Okay.
So hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 7 of the Art of Triumph podcast. My name is Brad.
And I'm Lisa.
And we welcome you here today. God, that sounded a bit weird, didn't it? And we welcome you here today to our service.
That sounds very pompous.
So, Mum, we took a week off.
We did.
There was reasonable excuse for that. It's not like we just didn't want to do it. Lots of things. Don't look at me like that. No, we had reasonable excuse to not do it. And as we're going to talk about now.
Okay.
Why you may not be doing anything last weekend, Mum, but I was busy. Very busy, incredibly busy.
Okay. We'll leave it there. I remember you saying to me, Mum, we're not recording this week. I don't want to.
I never said that. I said I don't want to because I have other things that take up a priority, which is perfectly fine.
And what took priority last week?
Well,
what was it?
Some news. I never know how to say this. I am going to be teaching.
You're employed?
I'm to be sort of, yes. I'm not employed, but contracted.
Contracted. Yeah. There you go.
To be a teacher at an acting studio.
Yes, it's very exciting.
Yeah, so it's with the actor. Oh, I should really remember the name.
No. We talk about this quite a lot. That we need to be more organised when we come to the table.
It's the Acting Performance Studio.
There you go.
I need that. APS. And they're based in Moorabbin. They do lessons in Moorabbin and Ringwood, and they've started up in Narre Warren as well. And a good friend of mine, Bronwyn, also teaches with them, and she recommended me. And yeah, so
recommendation. That's good.
Yeah, so last weekend I was really preparing for because we were doing some trial classes on Tuesday. So last weekend I was really preparing for that, which is why we didn't do an episode last week. Some other news, Mum. I'm also I'm now part of a theatre company.
Are you? Oh, through that?
It's like she doesn't listen to me. For fuck's sake. No, remember I got.
Yeah, you said that you got, and then
company.
Then that stopped.
It stopped for a while, but now it's back up and running.
Oh, I don't think you told me that.
I did.
Okay.
These were words that came out of my mouth to you.
Okay, well, that's very exciting for you.
Yes, it is. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Hopefully, get in to do some more theatre.
You haven't started that though.
No, we begin on. When's our first meeting? I think it's March 28th, which I know is Danielle's birthday, but that's a Sunday, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so it's March 28th to have our first meeting. So
okay, best maybe double check that. Yeah. Don't just rock up on March 28th, hoping that that's the day.
Yeah, no, I will double check it, obviously.
Good. Okay.
Jesus. But anyway, yeah, honestly, the last week or so, 2021 has really started to...
We're getting there.
Go that way. Go upwards.
Well, for you, not for everyone, though. It was a bit of a...
It was a bit of a down week, yeah.
Yeah, it was a sad week, especially for Dan Andrews. Bless
Danny
him.
boy. He's been through so much. He just needs a fucking break.
My heart goes out to him, and I do know what, if you don't like him, and you don't like his political views, that's fine. You don't have to. But you know what? Wish him well anyway. Yeah. There's plenty of people out there that just are not.
It's been posted on like Facebook and stuff, and when it happened, like it came out, and a lot of the news channels came out and were like, "Oh, he's in hospital," and so many people commenting on that, going, "Oh, you deserve it. You deserve it after what you put Victoria through." Like, fuck off.
That's not. You're not even a nice human being if you can say stuff like that. You know, there's plenty of people out there that you're not going to get on with everyone and like everyone, but you don't ever wish them ill at all.
Like I was saying this to Katie yesterday. I was like, look, I disagree with ScoMo.
So do I.
Like a lot. Like a lot. I don't like his political views or anything like that.
No.
But if he was to be injured or fall ill, I wouldn't be like, yeah, fucking die.
No.
Right.
And you know what? That's not karma for being
No.
for having a political view that's different from
No.
mine either.
No.
You know, it's just so we wish him well.
Wish him well. It's
because
bad
it was
injuries,
it
Mum.
was bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which vertebrae?
T7.
You said it was an important one.
Yeah, T7. It's right in the middle of your back. And,
The bit that's important.
You can just obviously he's fallen down the stairs
And he smacked his back on it. Oh, God.
Yeah, broken
Ribs as well. I've heard ribs is one of the worst things to break because like
Yeah, it
every
hurts
time
when
you
you breathe.
yeah,
Yeah, so
you
not
just wouldn't want to breathe.
No,
And that's,
so
I
I
don't know
mean,
about you, but you need to do that.
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of important.
Yeah.
So our best wishes go out to him and his family, obviously, because it's a really tough time for them at the moment.
It is.
Yeah,
Tis,
but
tis,
he's
tis.
in the best place and getting the best possible care. So
He is. And you know all about spinal injuries, Mum.
yeah, mine's not good at the moment.
No.
So yeah, I think surgery is probably
Yeah.
what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But yeah, it's 6 months
you want to go on
recovery.
holiday, won't
I do. Well, it's my 50th this year, and then I'm going to go away with my best friend who's also 50. And we've decided that we're going to go on holiday together. So, and I've got a 6 months recovery time. So it's like, I need to get in quick.
Yeah.
So that I can be okay.
It wouldn't be big wait times on that, would there?
No, it's, my surgeon said 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's
Spinal surgery is always scary, but
it is.
if you're in good hands,
Well, I hope I'm going to. It's just when I heard about it, they go from the front. And
that's weird.
they-
You told me about that. I was like,
Yeah.
you got to move everything out. Surely there's
Yeah.
more obstacles that way.
Well, yes, but less chance of things going wrong, I guess. So yeah, they open the front and then they just move everything out of the way. Take that out, move that there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so you've got people there just holding
Yeah.
stuff out the way.
That's their single job in the surgery room is
Yes.
I'm holding your bowel.
Lovely. Anyway, moving on.
Yes, let's move on to the main topic or thing of today. Mum, we're talking about organisation.
Yes, very, very, very excited.
Because if you're an avid listener of the show, you'll probably understand that Mum isn't the best at organisation.
really, really
And
not.
we're going to put that into some sort of perspective for you today. Mum, show the people your stuff.
He made me bring all my books. I've told you previously. Oh, I just dropped one.
Well,
So
don't
that's
do
going to
that.
stay there.
I want to hear the clunk on the table, Mum. No, bigger one. Jesus.
Well, I'm used to not making noise.
I just moved my mic out of the way.
Look, so I've got all these books. I've told you about my books before, and it's labelled what's in there, so I know what's in there.
It's not properly labelled. That's just writing on
It's
the
just
front.
writing-
I can't even see that, Mum.
But then if I go in here, all right, and I have a
Jesus, you're knocking everything, Mum.
look, it's not necessarily all what's supposed to be in here. I've got random writing here. I got no idea what
Mum,
that means.
so this is labelled weights and measurements, this book, and
Yeah.
on literally the 5th page, you've got a contact detail.
I do, yeah, and some random words and here, look, make reservation. What does that
Where?
mean? I don't know.
Where? That
And
seems
then
like a
it says-
personal thing.
Then it says different. So
There's that one.
So
That one out of the way.
Then there's this one, which is my actual diary. So in here, I've then got some random dates on a piece of paper.
It's not even attached.
All right. No, it's not. And this only goes to June. It's not the whole year because I bought a financial one, not an actual proper one. So in here, I've then got some random names down there. And so then I've got here, so I know who's coming to my classes, right? And then I write in. But one of my, and I tell myself to write an email. So that's good. So let's go to May or February, because I've got ones where it tells me that people have got different names, and that's the most difficult thing that I find. Like, look, here we go. So have these people paid me or not?
Anastasia or Mel.
Yeah, it does. It says Anastasia or Mel because I couldn't remember which one.
So you're going to send the bill to both and hope that they...
Hope that one pays and one goes, I've already paid this. Yeah, I know. It's Yeah, it's very random. So that's my actual diary, right? This is my working document that I use absolutely every day. This one, right? So that's very precious.
Yeah.
And then this one has just got random stuff in it, but again, it's more personal, random stuff. This is pieces of paper. So when I make something, I then write down my weights and measurements, which then should be transferred
inside the weights and measurements thing.
Oh, you'd think that I'd sort of slot it in this book, and then if it's a piece of paper, then it needs to be transferred into there.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's still just random bits of paper. And here's some dates for some classes that I thought about. But then I've got some personal stuff up here, look, because that was the first piece of paper that I could find in the room when I took a. And then I've got my folder here, which I'm going to bang your thingy. This is now who's coming to my classes, right? So your dad did this bit, so it looks a bit more organised.
Yeah, it's inside a plastic thing, and laced.
But then I sort of just have random bits of. There you go. I don't need these anymore. This should go now.
That should be archived.
Yes.
That's the word.
Yes, it should.
That's a word.
Yes. So, yeah.
And this is because you literally told me the other day that you culled half of your stuff.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't this is half of it.
No, this is good for me. This is good. I mean, random bits of paper I find everywhere. And then obviously I've got my phone as well, which I keep stuff in.
Okay, so get rid of that. Get that out of my sight.
Oh, and there's the other book.
That gives me anxiety, Mum.
There's a book on the floor as well.
I don't care about that anymore. It gives me Jesus.
There we go.
Gives me anxiety. Just.
That's me in a nutshell.
Okay, so I mean, we've always talked about how important organisation is, Mum. But how many mistakes have occurred because of it? Your organisation.
Considering. Not many, maybe one or two.
I mean, there was the
time when someone
showed up and you didn't know who they were.
No.
To one of your classes.
That was the worst mistake I've made.
Because you make personal
I do.
things
Yes.
for each, but with their names on it.
Yes, I do. Yes, so that was embarrassing. And I make up everything so everyone's got enough stuff in the class. So that was me scrambling that day because I've got it made up for myself. That's fine. She could have mine. So therefore, I'm then scrambling to make stuff to sort of keep up with them, if you like. But yeah, that was probably the worst mistake. But I generally don't make mistakes, but what I do is I get really stressed about, have I answered questions? Where have I seen that piece of paper or that message, or and that's my issue. I'm constantly going, oh my god, where am I going to find it? Because I've also got a whiteboard downstairs with all that stuff on
your info on. But I've seen your whiteboard, and your whiteboard is pretty organised in terms of
my whiteboard is in
terms of the product, that's based around your fondant making, as in sending out to people, not your classes.
They're my orders.
So what I want to introduce you today, Mum. Okay,
I'm ready.
Pretty big at the moment. Okay, it's making the rounds. I've seen it all over the socials. That's why I've then gone and investigated it. It's the app called Notion.
Notion.
Notion,
ION, yeah.
Struggle to spell Notion there. But it's a fantastic way of organising your anything you want, essentially, and it's like custom stuff. So there's a lot of people at the moment creating templates and going, look, I've got a template for the weekly agenda, or I've got a template for this sort of stuff, and you can download them and use their templates, which is fantastic. It's a big sense of community. But it's also cross-platform, which is fantastic. See, I've got my iPad here. You look very confused at me there. Cross-platform.
Oh, as in, okay.
As in, I've got my iPad here, okay, but I can also access my Notion on my phone or on my computer.
Right, okay.
It's cross-platform. It uses a cloud.
Cloud, yep.
Big old cloud. So, I'm going to start. Oh, God. Nobody look at my passcode. Good thing I wasn't screen recording there. Before I screen record, let me just check that there's nothing embarrassing on my iPad. No, there is not. Hardly ever use my iPad. 3, 2, 1. Screen recording. Cool. So if we got a Notion here. Oh no, spoiler.
Won't look. Why is it not for me?
No, it was just left on the weekly agenda page, which I wanted to show you by myself. Anyway, so this is Notion, everyone. Now this is just mine, and I've created a little bit of thing here for organization. This is what I'm going to show you. I basically created a whole new one just for today's purpose.
Okay.
Now,
it looks very complicated already.
What are your big problems? Tell me. Tell me, what are your big problems?
My big problems. One of my biggest problems is knowing where someone has contacted me. Right, so I have lots of different platforms that people can contact me on.
Yeah.
And I obviously remember, so and so wanted a standing figure. Yeah. And then I go, but there was details in that message that I need to know about, right?
And you don't know where that message is.
And then I'm like, oh shit, where was the message? Yeah. Where, I can't remember how they contacted me.
Yeah. Sounds like you need an integrated client database.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I've set you up. I've sort of set it up a little bit here.
Okay. Yep.
Now, again, this is fully customizable. So if you look at this and go, actually, no, I think I need something else on there, we can do that.
Right.
Don't you worry, we can do that. So I'll just click on the old client database. Don't know why my iPad is so slow, by the way. So here we go.
Yep.
Here we go. So this will be, I'm going to flip it. Might make more sense. Yeah. Why didn't I do that before? So this is basically just a very simple client database that you're going to be using, or if you choose to, you might not want to. Okay.
Come on.
That you'll be able to organize and sort out your clients on there. Now, this is just based on for your, I don't know what to call it, your fondant making to send out.
My orders.
Your orders.
My
there
orders.
We go. Not for your class. I do recommend, though, you have a different one, a separate one for your class.
Right.
But we'll get to that another time.
Okay.
So basically, what I've got is it's a table.
It just looks like work that I've got to do.
No, it's simple. I've already set it all up for you. Jesus. So if we go new, if you press new, and my iPad is really slow, I don't know why. So this is where, get rid of the keyboard. This is all of your stuff that you'll put, this is all the info that you'll put in. Oh, where's it?
Only once someone's placed an order.
Yes.
Because otherwise I'm going to have random people in there.
No, of course, you wouldn't just put a lead in here. No, you'd only put it if they're interested in an order or they're going to buy from you. You'd only do that.
Right.
I don't know if there's something you can do in terms of leads or whatnot.
Leads doesn't necessarily matter because if it does in the fact that I have to follow it up.
Yeah.
But if somebody's interested in buying it anyway, they'll contact me again, which means it'll pop up wherever they message me anyway.
Anyway.
So that won't be an issue.
So, for instance, you just put, let's say, a random name, John.
It is slow.
It is. Why is it so slow? I don't know. John David Washington is Denzel Washington's son and was the star of Tenet and Malcolm and Marie. So you'd then go, okay, so what's their, you when you're contacting them, you would get their information, john.david@gmail.com. Cool, that's their email address.
Think of a smaller one like JD.
Yep, no, I didn't think of that, Mum. So now I've got this high priority one in here as well. I don't know, it depends on if they're like, I need it and I need it for a week. In a week. I know you don't usually do that, but if you decide to, you can always click, yep, they're high priority, so we'll get that. You would then put when you last contacted them. Now, this is what I didn't put this in for you, but we can we'll just add a property here, because you wanted to know where they contacted you.
Yeah.
So we'll just put where contacted for now. Done. Okay, so and then I've got a status here as well where I just put these basic ones in for you.
Yeah.
if you wanted to add different ones or they're different one, you can just add it. But let's say you've invoiced him. And then you put his phone number, which is 040000000000. And then I've also got this other email as another phone, because a big thing that you complain to me about is that people have, or people would use a partner's email to contact you for a second time or something like that.
And they have different names. Why do people need different names? I don't understand.
I don't know. So you would put that in there to stop confusion. And then where contacted you, you could just put Facebook.
Gracebook.
Or Gacebook. You could put Facebook. And then you've got all these comments down here. So you could put some details of the order if you wanted to. Say it's like, I don't know, a bear or a...
This is not my issue.
Truck. What's your issue then?
Because this is my whiteboard in...
Yes, but you would rub it off your whiteboard.
Yes.
Yeah, so now Yes,
it's nice to have a...
Yeah, so now you go back to client database. John David's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there. And you can organise all these by... You can filter it all that jazz. Say you're like, oh shit, I need to know where all the high priority ones are. I can filter that and it's all up here.
Yeah.
And you can filter email. You're trying to find someone's specific email, and you say you have a big list and you need to find a specific email. You can filter it and find it. So this is a good way of finding and storing your clients.
Yeah.
So that you don't have that confusion of, oh shit, where the fuck did they message me? And what do they want? Because you can just find it all in here. But you do need to do it straight away.
Yeah.
Like there is no...
No. That's my
I'll do
issue.
that in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a mindset thing for you.
Yeah.
You need to change that.
My
about
issue
yourself.
is with that is that someone can message me like 10 o'clock at night and I'll reply. And then in the morning or a couple of days later, I'll be, oh yeah, I remember that. And where was it? Or I now need to transfer that to somewhere else, like my whiteboard or that sort of thing.
Well, then I think...
But this
I think after, especially when you're talking about replying at 10 o'clock at night, I think there needs to be definitely a cut-off time, just for your sake as well, Mum. Yeah. There needs to be a cut-off time where you go, no, I don't message you back. And the next day at whatever time, you go through all your contact avenues and go, oh, yeah, I didn't contact. And then you add all this in.
Yes.
I think this is because you don't have a client database, which you really should have. And this is how you can then also set up a newsletter. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
Now, there are ways that you can do this via Google Drive and Google Mail, all that jazz, which they basically do it themselves for you. But I don't know how to set that up.
Okay.
So the other thing I thought for you, because you love your whiteboard and you love putting your things on. Oh, peace off. You love putting your I don't know what is going on with this. All your stuff up. A weekly agenda. Very simple.
Yep.
Very simple. Now, I'm trying to work out how you can have a weekly agenda and you can just select it for a certain week, so that you don't have to fill it all out and then the next week have to reset it or fill it. But I haven't figured that one out yet. But I will figure it out for you if you choose to do this.
Right, so, okay.
Weekly agenda. This is a lovely one. I really like this weekly agenda. So basically you've got your milestones for the week, you've got your get it done and important tasks for the week up here. Mm-hmm. And then you've got like...
Oh, I thought that said buffet. That was exciting. It says buffer. Do we have a buffet on a Friday? Yeah, sounds good.
So this is your Monday through till Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I love about this is they have this stuff up just at the beginning of the week here. Like, it says strategy and marketing, client day. I love that because it allows you to sort of go, okay, Monday is going to be my content creation day.
Yep.
Or at least not all of it, but that's going to be the important thing to do that day, right?
Yeah, because I don't have a structure like that.
Yeah.
I just literally go in my studio and go, right, what am I doing today? And then I'll find that halfway through the day, I'll go, oh, I must do that email today. I must do that. Yeah,
no, you definitely need some sort of structure. Like a lot of people like to get really religious with their sort of their weekly agendas and their structures, and they follow it to the minute. I wouldn't expect you to do that. I don't want to do that.
No,
Like, I don't
no,
like
I
that sort of,
definitely do
yeah.
need something, because otherwise, my day just gets. I find that I'm flitting from one thing. I'll be making something, then I'll go, oh, I've got to write that email, and I'll flip over the other side of the table and then start writing the email, and then I'll be like, oh, while I'm here, I must just do that message, and I haven't. Have I got enough supplies for this? And then I'll look at my supplies, and then I'll think, oh no, I need to get back to making something. So I'm like a whirlwind.
Yeah. So this is fantastic, and then you can just add in, like they've got here, just meeting. You can add in stuff like that if you've got a meeting, or I don't know if you do stuff like that. Do you do stuff like that?
Have a meeting?
Like meetings and
I
shit
have
like
meetings every day, because that's me talking to myself.
Okay, cool. And then you've got your sort of most important tasks to do. You got your ordinary to-dos that you can just be like, that aren't so important. And then you got your notes that you can just, what I think you should do with the notes is, if you don't achieve something that day, a note would be to move it on to the next day.
Yeah.
And all that jazz. Yeah. Weekly review, if you want to review your week.
Oh no.
All that jazz. I think it's just fantastic.
I'd rather have a buffet.
It's so. It's just a simple, easy way for you to set out your week.
Yeah. That's important for me, I think, is structuring my week.
And it's not
and my weeks are going to be different, because it depends what my whiteboard looks like and it depends what classes I've got coming up.
Yeah. And we've got a weekend one as well. Saturday, Sunday.
There we go.
So you'd be able to put
but
Kate Duchess class or Kate Mines class, whatever.
But then on the Monday,
you need to be
I'd
preparing
be saying, now you need to be sending your emails out to say to people that the class is coming up, and so therefore I'm not going to have a random person turn up, because I would have emailed them all.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Yep. And then, so the outstanding task, what didn't I get done?
Yeah.
So that can then be moved over to the next week. Next week's one. Published. Oh, I don't know if. Oh yeah, no, I suppose that one could be do something to do with you. You know, publishing your socials, all that jazz. They've got this habit tracker thing in it as well. If you wanted to. So, but because this is more of a business weekly agenda, you probably wouldn't. You probably just get rid of that. And then what I think is incredibly important for everybody, just in general, is
weekly reflection.
A little reflection. I don't know why it's done that, but that's probably because it's on an iPad. But I think I think we all need to reflect on a week. We all need to sort of. It's like a little tiny little journal.
Who and what I'm grateful for. What I'd like to improve and what I hope for. Yeah, that's nice.
It's like a tiny little journal.
Yeah.
If you're not really into journaling, or if you try to be, but it's like, I can't.
It's a nice way of getting into it, though. It's a nice introduction
because it's only small. It's only small. So I think you definitely need. This is 100% what you need to get yourself sorted out. Within your Notion thing that you will create for you, there should just be a lot of like a general notes section for you to go, write that down.
Yeah.
But it needs to, if we can sort of figure it out, that it notifies you that.
It's so hard though to go from a pen and paper to technology. I'm definitely a pen and paper person.
Yeah, no, I get you. I definitely get you. And you don't need to stop using pen and paper. Of course you don't. But it's just remembering that pen and paper isn't where it lives.
No, that's probably it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great way to put it down, but it needs to live somewhere else.
Yeah, and I think my issue is if I do pen and paper, right, that's why a weekly agenda would be good, because in there it could be sort your pen and paper.
There you go.
So that's a time when I sit down and I go, okay, here's all my random bits of shit, now do something with that. Because that's what I don't do. I just go, that's my random stuff. And I know, and if I'm looking for something, that's the first place I'll go, and I'm sitting there going, nope. And it's
well, then that's something you add into your weekly agenda. Yeah. There is another thing I wanted to show you. I didn't get it because I'd have to pay for it.
I was going to say, you'd have to pay for it.
It's called if I can pronounce it right, my iPad hurries up. It's called the Eisenhower Matrix.
Oh,
Now I know that sounds a bit, but handy. Basically, what it is
$7 is what it is.
Jesus, I'm sorry. It helps you. Oh my God, come on! Helps you divide your tasks into urgent and important, not urgent but important, urgent but not important, not urgent and not important.
There was lots of urgence and importance in there.
Well, yeah, it's. So
then does that then go, okay, so by what you've told me, I'm now putting those into...
I don't know if it does, if you can, I mean, you might be able to set it up to do that. I mean, Notion does use like coding and stuff like that, so you might be able to I wouldn't be able to figure that out, but it just helps you list your tasks. It helps you. So, for instance, you've got you've filled out your weekly agenda. You've filled it out, and you've got 10 tasks to get done on Monday.
Yeah.
And you start to go, holy shit!
Where do I start?
I've got 10. Where do I start? This is where you would start.
Right.
You would go, all right. Is this task urgent and is it important? Yes. Bang. You put it in there. Is it not urgent, but it is important? It would go in there. Is it urgent but not really important? Go in there. Not urgent, not important. Go in there. Helps you sort of decide and prioritize.
Yes.
When you get these tasks finished.
Where to start.
And where to start.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. It's a good one as well. I liked that one. Not enough to pay for it though. And there's so many. There's so many on Notion. And if you guys go and have a look at Notion and decide that you want to use it, there's so many templates that people are putting out there. So many.
Oh, that's good.
Of how to organize all your different things, how to, like movie lists and recipe lists. And there's so many people are just chucking it all out there. It's great. I think Notion's fantastic. I'll certainly be using it a lot more.
Right. So I will look at it.
Yeah. I think you should buy an iPad, but that's just me.
I know. I keep thinking about it.
Like one of the new big ones.
Why a new big one?
Because they're cool.
One of the things I want to put down that I have. So one of my biggest issues at the moment is I want to get online. I want to do online stuff, right?
As in online classes and shit like that. Yeah,
yes.
Yep.
So I want to get my room sorted. I want to get my lights done.
Yep.
I want to get, and so that's coming from an iPad because and I know they're obviously really good for when it comes to filming and that sort of thing. They're
not bad at all.
People use their computer and an iPad and obviously a phone, and so I need to get that done too. That's going to go in my important, urgent,
important
and urgent.
Perfect.
Yes.
See, so, Mum, do you feel a little bit better? No, it's not set up for you yet, but
no, I feel a little bit overwhelmed because I know that there's a lot of work to do to get it set up.
Oh, not a hell of a lot. I can set that up for you. Done. There's that load off your shoulders.
But I can see how it would benefit me. Yes,
yeah, definitely would.
Definitely.
It would help clear your mind and help stop you stressing about holy shit, what am I gonna do? Right?
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, if it can help me with just finding someone that messaged me at some point,
yeah, that
would be great, because that is my biggest issue, and that is the time I spend trying to find someone.
Well, I'll create you a client database, and I'll try and I'll make that sort of like the forefront, like the most important part, so that you will be able to. So it will be simple as if you ever have that. So you won't worry about that question coming to you again.
Yeah.
Like, where did I find them from? I'll be able to easy. I'll just look at my database and it's there.
Yeah. Good. Then I'm excited.
Wonderful.
I hope that wasn't too boring for people about my organisation.
No, it's fine. It's fine. If I struggle with organisation or anything like that, go check out Notion. It's a great app. It's cross-platform. It's fantastic. Versatile. Get an iPad that isn't slow like mine. I don't know why it's so slow.
Can you clean iPads? I don't know.
I'll probably just do a factory reset on it. But
there you go. Is it an old one?
Yeah, but But no.
No.
Yeah, so go check out Notion. It's fantastic.
It looks good.
I'll
be doing it.
There's lots of like Instagram accounts and stuff like that are currently just focusing on Notion and what they can do with it. So it's really, really good.
Cool.
It's really good.
I'm excited to get some sort of order.
Get organised because the more you're organised, the less you worry about shit. Clear space, clear mind, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it will help you get rid of all that shit that's clogging up your cupboards and shit, Mum.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
yeah, I mean, pen and paper, as I say, is like when I'm actually making something with my weights and measurements. That's I need a pen and paper, and that's got to be done. But it's then transferring that into something else, and that's where
pen and paper is not where it lives.
No, okay, good. That's my mantra in my head.
Pen and paper is not where it lives. Okay.
Yep. Good.
Wonderful. All right. Cool. That was episode 7, guys. Yeah, hope it wasn't too boring for you, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking you through some organisation stuff, Mum.
Yeah, well, thank you for helping me out.
That's okay. Anything I can do to help.
Yeah. And if you try it, let us know.
Yeah, definitely do. If you're already using Notion.
Yeah. Give me some more tips.
Yeah, definitely. Over the next few weeks, hopefully we've got some nice, wonderful guests coming on, Mum.
Yes, that'll be exciting.
Talking to other people about their stories, all that jazz. Yes. It's exciting times.
Yeah, I like hearing other people's stories.
Follow us on our socials at the Art of Trying podcast. Mum, anything else to say?
No, I've been Lisa and he's been Brad. There we go.
Nice little outro. Little outro introduction there. Wonderful. We're going to keep doing that. We'll get more professional as we go along. I mean, you think we would. 30, 34,
yeah, you'd think
33.
we'd have it by now.
I don't know how many episodes we've done. But anyway, we'll see you next week. Hopefully we'll have a guest on. We'll confirm that during the week. Thank you. We've been the Art of Trying. You're great. Goodbye.